to be definitely always just sent to you directly. Okay, traders. So, how are you today? Ready for this crazy week again? Like as I've told you, hi Miguel. As I've told you, it's just another crazy manic Monday on the markets. A reason for that, tariffs. It was just as Trump decided and he promised that tariffs just get on to the next countries, Canada, Mexico, on Saturday, and China. And actually, the next plan for Trump is going to be maybe the European Union. So actually, he just rattled the markets with that kind of news. And at the moment, what I do see on the pre-market, and I guess everyone else, it's a big gap down. Actually, the Dow just shedded like 750 points. So crazy, crazy big reaction on the tariffs. And not only the tariffs, but as you know, there is a quite of a connection between the tariffs and the USD, because the USD just got a really big strength to the upside now. The dollar index, which and that move, it just made the yen, the euro to go to the downside today. So and not just the yen and the euro, but even the European and the Asia Pacific stock exchanges, all of them just ended into the red side. So because of that, everything is just starting quite weak, except of the VIX index, which just touched 20, actually, on that big fear. As you know, the VIX index is the fear index, and seems like that the market participants, they just got a bit scared because of these tariffs just tumbled the market. All right. Well, actually, after Canada, Mexico, and China, as I've told you, the rumors are about that might Europe is going to be the next. So, as I've just read in the international news, Europe just starting a quite of an action plan. They are going to sit together in the European Union in ECB to talk about the situation at the moment, that what we can wait from these decisions from Trump. All right, even he warned UK as well, indeed, but rather Europe, as I've seen. We have some big movers today and some economic news. So let's just see these first before we just get into the details. Hi, Lee. Good morning to you. So if I just getting to the economic calendar of the week, not even today, especially also today, usually Mondays are lack of economic news, but today we got some great economic news here, especially about the manufacturing. 9:45 traders, final manufacturing PMI going to be released, market time, 10 o'clock ISM manufacturing PMI and prices plus construction spending. I think even despite of this big hectic start of the day, I think that it can definitely influence the market prices. So let's just be careful at 9:45 and especially 10 o'clock with the ISM manufacturing PMI and the construction spending numbers. Later on, only one more event which can influence the market and cause some trouble there, which is going to be an FOMC member, Bostich, going to speak at 12:30, just in the middle of the lunchtime. Well, at least the lunchtime is going to be a little bit more lively and busy, not as the usual lunch times. Hi, Martins. Good afternoon to you. Nice to see you here. Be careful today with the market, please. Okay, what else on the list, traders? For today, not too much indeed. One more FOMC member going to speak. It's Musalem, but he's going to speak only at 6:30 p.m. So after the market already closed indeed. And as I mentioned you, that the economic calendar is quite of busy for this week, and the focus is going to be on the labor market news, traders. Okay, so as you know, the Fed and Powell and everyone is just following it quite closely because of the inflation, as we know. So indeed, the lots of news going to be released. Of course, tomorrow, starting with the usual Tuesdays jobs job openings at 10 o'clock, and throughout the week with ADP, no farm employment change on Wednesday, Thursday, the usual unemployment claims, and Friday is going to be the big day on the economic calendar, especially for the labor market, with the non-farm employment change and the unemployment rate, plus a little bit more news. But I'm just going to warn you every day here in the preparation session. All right, traders. So in the meantime, I'm just telling you, if you have any questions regarding trading, you are feeling in trouble, you have questions about TEFS accounts, anything like that, please just type it in the chat. Clifton is very happy to help you too, but you can just send me a private email on the agi@tefs.com. And YouTube guidance room traders, you too. Hi, Andrew. Good morning to you. Nice to see you. You can just type it in the chat. And of course, we are happy to help you at any questions. All right, traders. Dor, good morning. Nice to see you. Hola, hola, Raspi. ¿Cómo estás? Okay, guys, let's see. What else in the news? So, in a nutshell, if you just joined, I'm doing a little summary here. So, Trump's tariffs news really dumped the market lower at the moment. If we just check the S&P 500 and the triple Q, the SPY actually it is down at the moment, like with minus 1.56%. If I just go to the triple Q, it's down minus 1.75% indeed. On the daily, both of the indices look like a quite of a nasty possible rollover to the downside, which means that if we just check the triple Q in the pre-market, is just touched the 510 area, which is playing a very strong support line on the daily. And if I go back to the SPY, you can see that this line is definitely the 590. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I would like to show you something really important from the technical analysis side on the daily chart. And this is the gap, another gap to fill to the downside. Like by the SPY, if it's going to break down again under this $189 level, there is quite of a big gap to fill back to the $585 level. So that means that this 590 level for the SPY, it can be a make or break level to the downside. So let's see whether it's going to happen today, or what I really read, and it is in my thoughts as well, is it an overreaction only for the tariffs and the news, or it is going to be continued? I think might we will get an answer to that question today, but I'm not sure indeed. So let's be careful definitely with today trading, guys, because actually this is going to be a really rocky start of the week. Again, like last week, it was a rocky start, and not just for the week, but as you know, this is the first trading day of the month. So let's just start it in green. We are here to help you for sure. Scott and DVG in the master trading room, and I'm going to be here for you for the guidance room on the YouTube as well. All right, traders. So let's see a little bit more news. As I mentioned, you actually the Asian Pacific markets and the European markets are down because of the tariff news. Lots of sectors got just punched actually, and tumbling, especially the car sector, the automakers, like in Europe, Volkswagen is just down with minus 7%. Here in the US, General Motors is just making a quite of an ugly move to the downside. And of course, as every day, I'm just going to go through the big movers as well. So next to the tariffs related plays, which we have a lot, I'm going to watch actually as well the Bitcoin related stocks, because as just the whole stock exchanges and almost every asset, financial asset of the world, except of the dollar index, because it moved to the upside. Even the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all of them just tumbled a really ugly way during the weekend. Like the Bitcoin, it was almost down under 90K, so quite of a big pullback. So that's why I'm going to keep an eye on coin and Mara today as well. So what else just got dumped because of the tariffs news. As I've told you, most of the car makers like General Motors, Ford, Tesla in the news. Constellation Brands, which is down 6%. Nike, Lululemon, these are not automakers. I'm just telling you what I see, and got a quite of a nasty dump in the pre-market because of the news. Nike is down, Lululemon Athletica is down a lot. Apple, of course, minus 2%. Unfortunately, Friday, it just got a beautiful move to the upside, great numbers, but everything is just given back at the end of the day on Friday, and seems like today it continues to the downside. FedEx is down as well. Canadian National Railway, GE Vernova minus 5%. Traders, Broadcom, AVGO, big move to the downside, 4%. Sunrun, of course, the solar stock, it's just down minus 4%, and PDD as well minus 6%. So actually, I'm just going to put some to the short list soon. But next to the tariffs related stocks, let's just call it like that, I'm just going to tell you some more. And here is Tyson Foods, for example. This was on the earnings before the market opened. It is just up 4%. So this is going to be not the only one, but at least something we will have on the long side, right? So I'm just starting to post my list soon. I'm just going to start it in the master room first. So to the long side, as I mentioned you, I'm going to watch this TSN to the upside. Also, I just would like to take a quick look on the pre-market as always. So at the moment, it is nicely up, almost on this $60 area, 6% higher. And I like the fact that if you just check the daily chart, it is over the 200 EMA, which is a very strong resistance level for the stock. And let's see whether it can even move over the $60 level. How I am playing mostly these gap and go plays. Usually I like to see a small pullback before I'm taking a reversal on the stock on a 1 minute chart, and then we just get it to the long side. Let's see whether Tyson Food is going to form a nice setup like that. But one thing is for sure, this is my first stock on the long list. Next one in the row is going to be PVH, shares of the Calvin Klein and Tommy Bahama. Parent slips 3% as Wells Fargo downgraded the stock. Doesn't look really good indeed. It's down minus 2.96%. I'm not quite satisfied though with the pre-market volume. It's just 1,000 traders. For these kind of stocks, which I'm not very much satisfied with, actually usually I'm just moving it to my secondary list. Also, I must tell you that this PVH, it's not even enough for my secondary list. Reason for that, if you just check the daily average volume here, it's showing like, I don't know, very, very low numbers here actually, like 700,000 was, which is, sometimes it's not even reaching 500K, which is a little bit too low based on the average daily volume. That's why I'm going to move it to the secondary list, but I'm not sure I'm going to touch this stock because of lack of the volume. Why is it a problem? Because it can be quite spready, as you know, and even the formed technical patterns not working that good. You know, for technical patterns, we definitely need a liquid stock, and this doesn't look like as a liquid one indeed. All right, what else on my list? I mentioned you AVGO, Broadcom as well, which is just down a lot. Let's see how does it look like at the moment. 2.77% to the downside. Also, I'm going to be careful with that stock because as you can see, and that's why I just brought it up, because on the daily we have an enormously big gap to fill, and I'm not sure after the after the opening bell, the market is going to make a U-turn because of the effect of overreaction on the tariffs news, it's going to be like from the red to the green place. So let's be careful with AVGO. One thing is for sure, I'm going to put it on my list for watching for the trade. At the moment, the stock is under the 216 level. I'm just watching the Friday's lowest point of the day, which was around this the 216 level. So indeed, this is going to be the pre-market, especially the pre-market lows, going to be a very strong support for me, and I'm going to watch them whether they are going to fail or acting like a strong support and turn the whole market or the whole stock sentiment higher. So AVGO is definitely going to be on my secondary list. All right, PDD seems like a quite of a weak Chinese stock, which we should just check it for sure. At the moment, it looks like a perfect 200 EMA reversal on the daily. I really like it. I'm going to just to call it to my short side, and I'm just going to check, for example, coin 2 here. Coin at the moment, it is lower with 6.5%, really big drop to the downside, $272 level, which is actually under the 50 EMA on the daily, which means that might it's going to get lower, but with the coin, please be careful. It can be as hectic as the Bitcoin indeed. Okay, another one, IDEX Laboratories, which is a veterinary healthcare stock, added 4% after the earnings. So I'm going to check this IDEX, which is IDXX. Again, it looks like a very nice, very strong stock, but my problem again with the pre-market volume as just by the PVH is very low at the moment, does not reach even a 9.500, which means 9,500, which means it's not good for me for the day trading at all. And even if I'm just checking the price of the stock, it's very pricey stock, so spready, crazy move guaranteed. Be careful with that stock, please. It's not a guarantee if you just see a big mover that it's good for day trading, of course. All right, traders, what else on my list? GEV, which I'm going to watch. This is one of the tariff stock which just got quite of a nasty drop to the downside. It looks like a little bit the same if you just check the daily chart as AVGO. So I'm going to watch it, but at the moment it seems like as a rollover to the downside. That's why I'm just going to call it to the short side. Apple is down, as I mentioned you yesterday. It just gave back everything, really everything to the downside after this nice, quite of nice numbers. I'm going to be careful though with that. CEG is the next one, which just looks like the same as GEV and AVGO. This is what I'm going to watch to the short side as well. And General Motors, as I mentioned you, plus Tesla on my list, because as I've told you, the automaker sector is quite dumped because of the news. And now, actually, the Tesla is down under 389, $390 area, which means it's under the 400 round number, first of all. Also, it has not broken yet the 50 EMA on the daily and that little consolidation under 383. So I'm going to watch, first of all, indeed, whether it can push back over the $400 level, or if we do continue this bearish sentiment which just started before the market open, or the pre-market, I'm going to watch it, especially under 383 to the downside. So I like Tesla to the short side as well. Guys, I just could really continue this short list until still 10 minutes, but I try to get the best candidates actually, which make a quite of a excuse me, a continuation after the market open. Also, again, I'm going to be very careful because there were some quite of interesting articles as well in the financial website that whether it's not going to be a quite of a overreaction on the tariffs. We will see that soon. Also, more stocks to the downside. And at the moment, I'm just checking still my gainers and losers in the TEFS platform. We have a very good feature, which is called gainers and losers list, where you can just check the strongest and the weakest stocks in pre-market. I really like that, especially using during the day when I don't find any great stocks to trade. This can just help you a lot indeed. And as I see, for example, CENX, it's quite strong for today. 10x. It can be quite of a nice long play. Indeed, what else on my watch list, which is green? Oxy, an oil stock, of course. So let's just watch it. Yeah, of course, the oil just jumped on the news. So Oxy at the moment, it's wow, it's just tumbled on Friday, but now might we will see a quite of a comeback. I'm just going to put it to my secondary list to watch it. And I mentioned you this CENX from the gainers and losers list. Let me just check. It's 3% higher. Not a big mover, not a big mover, but I like the reversal on the 200 EMA on the daily charts. I'm just going to put it to my long list as well. What else to the long list? Actually, not too much indeed. What I've seen and it's moving higher on the news, not lower. It's Nucor and X, like the US Steel. So Nucor at the moment, it's higher with 2% and UE, which we can put on the long side, and X, which is the United States. Still, it is just moving. It was moving. Oh, look at that ugly pre-market reversal on the 37. Let's just not touch it. Also, I must tell you, I'm watching this X even for a possible swing because it's just making a beautiful consolidation. So it worth to keep it on our list. But for today, it's not the best for the day trade. All right, traders. So indeed, I have my list here. Of course, I'm going to keep an eye on the big tech stocks as well. As we could see in the pre-market, that the triple Q, it's a bit weaker than the SPY. Of course, it can just change at any time. So let's just be careful with that. I'm just posting my list here, and let's see whether you have any candidates on your list, because traders, that's why it's great to trade together, because like a family, we are just trading together, we are sharing our joy or struggles or ideas, which is more important, and at the end usually we're really enjoying the day of trading, and mostly we are ending in green. So this is the best part, of course. So let's see. Shredhead, REBN ripped higher. Let's see REBN. I'm always interested in the pre-market moves, definitely. But even on the volume, wow, 21 million. That's a crazy mover. You are right. There's definitely a news related. Usually, I'm not a big fan of trading. There's very low price stocks like between 1 and 10, but you are right, when we have even a lower price a stock which just got a news, it definitely we need to keep an eye on it. So it's worth to keep an eye on it because we had several nice winners in the past with that. So yeah, you are right. Let's just take it on our watch list. REBN. Thank you. Hi, Andrew. What you do every morning, actually. You are very welcome. Yes, just for the newcomers who have not seen me yet on the YouTube or it was like a guidance room for years, actually. I am trading more than 15 years. I am mentoring traders since 2010, and I'm doing the guidance room trading room for at least like a 10 years. So I really like it. It's one of my little family here indeed, and I'm very happy that we can just share it with more and more traders through this YouTube room as well. Okay, guys, now let's see what else. Hi, Jim. Thank you. Sell or sale for swing trader because yeah. Yes, Amir's mic is up, I think, in the master room. I just noticed that. Amir, if you're listening to me, please just um, mute it if you can. Okay. All right, traders. So we still have 5 minutes to go. I wish everyone in the master room as well a beautiful green day, traders. Also, don't forget it's going to be a hectic Monday again. Just a rinse and repeat of the last week because of the DeepSeek nights, Trump's tariffs news, and don't forget that we will get two economic news in a row, 9:45 and 10 o'clock. Okay. After that, only 12:30 with Bostich speak. That's it. Thank you, Jennifer. So have a nice, beautiful green day. And I'm going to continue, of course, the trading in the YouTube TEFS guidance room. Good luck, everyone. And Master Room, see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, traders. All right, I'm just muting the room a little bit. So, guidance room, I'm yours. How are you today? GHRS checking. Tara, nice to see you. How are you today? Thank you. Yeah, honor is for the marketing team. Okay, GHRS. Never heard that stock, but you have really good ones. Shred Health, GHRS. Wow, 85%. That's a crazy mover. Oh my goodness. It's just up from, 1060. It was the closing on Friday and now it's 18. That's why I like these lower price stocks actually. They can be a really, really great movers. Yeah, I agree. This one, it should be on our watch list too. Humble Ninja, hi. Good morning, Anne. Nice to see you here. Okay, guys, so some more minutes to start. Again, please don't forget 9:45 and 10 o'clock. We should be a bit careful because of the economic news. Also, anyway, I'm waiting a quite of a crazy, crazy day for today, which means that I'm sure we will have lots of opportunities. Also, let's make it sure that we are waiting for the right setups, not getting into anything just like because there will be a lots of opportunity or looks like it's going to be a lots of opportunity. In other words, I'm a quite of a selective trader, guys. The ones who are trading with me for some years, you know exactly what do I mean on that. Like, I do not hurry into the trades. That's why actually it's called mainly like a guidance room or a TEFS starter room, because I am trading mostly on a much slower mm, pace indeed. Okay, guys, now let's see. I'm going to keep an eye from my watch list actually. I'm just going to keep an eye on AVGO for sure, which I mentioned you, but it can be interesting there. INTC, which did not do the nice move, even despite of being a quite of a nice numbers on its side. I'm going to keep an eye on that too. As I see, DVG is watching CMG as well, which got just a punch because of the tariffs news. Coin, he's watching VSTCEG2 and Amazon. Yeah, actually, traders, I forgot to mention you the most important earnings plays for the week, and it's going to be Amazon, Google for sure, and even today Palantir after the market close. I'm going to watch Palantir for today as well. Disney, Mondelez, and some more big names going to release the earnings this week as well. But as I mentioned you, mostly what the market is going to focus on is going to be the focus on not just the tariffs, but the labor market news, which is going to start tomorrow with the job openings. All right, guys. So good luck, everyone. Let's just start trading now. And as I mentioned you, I'm going to keep an eye definitely on Tesla. Also, Tesla, it's on my ban list, but I'm still going to keep an eye on it. For today, it just got a quite of a bad news on the tariffs. We just started. Good luck, everyone. Okay. GRH is just up a lot, as I see. Okay, Scott is here in the main room in the meantime as well. Amir is watching GM, Tesla, WBA, and PDD. PDD is definitely on my list as well. Just going to move it here. All right, traders, so far market is started, of course, in a quite of a nasty gap down. Let's see whether it's going to be really work out as a interesting, let's call it like overreaction trade or it's going to be a continuation. So at the moment, Amazon starting for a recovery as I see. GM. AVGO continues, CG moving higher. Let me just check here coin as well. Maybe instead of Amazon, let's just get it. Okay. Right, traders. Hmm. I like to see gap and goes, which means I would like to see some pullback and then to get this nice reversal formation. Like I'm going to watch it on CG definitely. Coin not bad either. This 290 to 270 level looks quite good too. Okay. Scott likes the GM already under 48. It's 47. Okay, guys, I'm still just watching here, especially this market. How is it doing? And at the moment, what I see actually is definitely a nice gap down and might a continuation going to happen here. I'm watching again signs for a nice gap and go reversal CG. It's on my list definitely for that, which I like. Coin, interestingly, is just making a consolidation here. Market trying to pull back, not with a huge success so far. Okay. Still CG on my list for sure. What looks interesting? All right. PDD doesn't look bad either, which I like here. But on the PDD, I'm going to watch it only under this 10550. I'm always using the VWAP for that. Hi, Lee. Good morning to you. Yeah, PDD, I definitely like it for the short side. Still no clear uh, setup there. Wow, look at DECK is just going higher. Going to watch this NUE2 to the upside. It's just going down. All right, traders. So I still like PDD. I still like possible CG. GM. I'm watching for a reversal too. Tesla is just moving lower as well. That's interesting. TSLA looks interesting at least. AVG is not doing too much indeed at the moment. Tesla, it's worth to watch it. Nvidia looks nice as well. So on the Tesla looks interesting under the low of the day. Um, Not even under the low of the day indeed, but under the 50 EMA, which I'm watching here. Okay. PDD, I'm going to watch Meta too, of course, the big names. Wow, Meta is just that strong as last week, traders. Just that strong as last week. All right, traders, actually the coin looks interesting under this 271.80. This is going to be, I think, my first call of the day. GM coming back nicely too. GM nice. Not a big mover, but it still can have a nice move there. So I am going to get this first GM here. This is what I'm watching, but only under 40, 46 and 70, which is, if it's going to make a nice move here, that means that it's going to be a great reversal to the downside on the GM. Okay. So only under 70 stop loss, it's over the high. Usually the first trade, it's always like a scalp trade, guys, as you know. And I would like to see, let's go for a 46.20. It would be great. Okay, guys, if you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. I'm just working on it. I cannot see the chat, unfortunately, and this is a little bit annoying, actually. Hopefully it's going to be okay now. But at the moment, this is what I'm waiting for. GM under this 46.70. Stop loss, it's over 47.20 for me. I'm almost in, and I would like to see a partial on this GM around the 46.30s. GM, it's making a nice reversal. Meta, completely crazy. It's just moving higher as usual, indeed, on the Meta. I've just did enter on the GM. Okay, let's see. Market in the meantime not doing too much as I see. On the GM again around 46.30, 20.30, I would like to make a partial. Scott likes this PDD as well under 106. I'm still not sure, and the Chinese stocks are usually not my complete favorites. Let's be careful with that. Also, it looks like as a nice reversal. Meta, it's really strong. Meta is really strong, which I see now. Okay, so this is my first trade on the GM. Hopefully, it's going to make a nice move here. Overall market is trying. If I'm just getting to the CG is completely higher now. Okay, here we are. So indeed, SPY is trying to make a breakout. As you can see, GMI still like it. And triple Q is not doing too much so far, as I see. All right, come on, GM. SPY triple Q trying to recover, but I still feel like the volume in the green candles, it's not quite of strong. Also, if I'm just checking the Bitcoin now, it's making a little comeback as well, which can, as you know, it especially can influence the triple Q indeed. Alemu, nice to see you. Yes, NVIDIA under 113.50 looks interesting, I must tell you, especially if now the market is going to turn over. Also, again, I'm going to watch this Bitcoin here because, as you know, it can just cause some trouble. I mean, for the shorts, if we want to short, because it's just pumped back to this 96,000 area. So because of that, let's just be careful here. Okay. Nice GM. Traders, let's just be ready to take a partial on the GM. I'm going to take the usual 75% off. Okay, come on, 46.50, we need to break it through. 46.50, we really need to break it through. Would be great. Market in the meantime not doing too much though, as I see. It's not good. Okay, come on, GM. Alamu, this NVIDIA you called under 113.50, which is actually not the low of the day, but it's still under the VWAP, so looks nice. Okay, traders, here is GM. I'm just taking 75% off. It's just breaking 46.50. Actually, I think just because of the market is acting a little bit like undecided, that's why I think it's better to take a partial because SPY really wants to push it higher. So here we are, 40s. I'm just taking 75% off, and I'm going to move my stop loss to 46 and 75. Okay, 46 and 75, near to the near to the entry, but still I'm going to, just to keep this little chance to move higher. So I just took a beautiful 75% off on the GM, and let's see whether it's going to be continued. Of course, the next partial is going to be around 46. The next one which I am watching is actually the SPY and the triple Q, whether we can just break it down. I mean the VWAP especially. This meta, it's crazy. It's just going higher. It's just going higher. Look at the SPY. It's really trying to make this 594 break, but it did fail, which means hopefully our general motor is going to continue. All right, I keep an eye on NVIDIA LMU definitely, but the market is undecided. That means that we need to see a decision first on the market side. Okay, guys, I'm happy to start the day with a winner here. Let's see the second trade. Usually, by the way, I'm just telling to the ones who has not joined me yet before that usually I am taking, and now it's the news time, so let's be careful. I'm not taking any trade at the moment. 9:45, we have the ISM or the final services PMI. So let's just be careful here. If it's a good news, might we are going to get out on the GM, but so far it looks like the market is moving down, which is really really good to our short on the GM. So usually what I do take is like 3-5 trades in an hour, 1.5 hours. Wow, PDD, what a drop. Coin it's making a move lower too. Let's see this. Let's see this Bitcoin, how it is moving. So far, that's sure that the Bulls try to make a small reversal on the market, but no success yet. So I think we will get a little bit more shorts in this case. Okay, watch out with the GM today or at the moment traders because it's just moving back to our partialing or to our entry point. So I'm going to watch it. 75 is definitely I'm out, okay? With a small loser on the last of the 25% of the shares. All right, interesting. SPY pushing lower, Bitcoin reversed, but not really. Okay, what else we have here? PDD is dropping. Coin it's on the VWAP. GM made a reversal. That's good. And Alamu, here comes your NVDA. Also, I must tell you, might I would not take it only under this 113.28. If I just go to the NVDA and checking the daily chart on this one, yeah, 113.28. Maybe I would take it only, not before, but looks great. So let's be last 113.30. I just don't want to take the semi-round number itself because I feel like it's still quite of a stronger support there. All right, and market is starting to act again. Quite interesting here, as always after a big move in the pre-market. So the SPY broke the VWAP, but now it's just making a quite of a pullback. As I've told you, the Bitcoin is quite strong today. Okay, triple Q, it's just on the lows. Let me just check Tesla. Tesla, it's on the lows as well. I feel like traders, if we just, miss the thing here, it's going to be a really, really ugly move to the downside. So you know what? Let's just take this NVDA here, as I've told you, under, under this 113.30. I'm going to take it. Unfortunately, the GM, it's coming back. It's still not out, but only it's hanging on a thread. It's just hanging on a thread. So let's be careful on that one. Tesla is dumping. Coin is on a dump as well. 76 is going to be my way out on the GM. SPY is making a consolidation under the VWAP. This PDD, I really don't like it too much, traders. And let's see whether the NVDA it just can't take this move to the downside now. I like this consolidation on both of the SPY and the triple Q under the VWAP, and I'm going to be careful on that one. Tesla looks like as a nice continuation to the downside under the lows. Okay. Still not in NVDA, but getting ready for that. Just put in my entry. Okay, guys, the stop loss, it's going to be over 114.20. 114.20. I'm going to take it with a lower share size. Reason for that, and 28 I'm going to be in, I will enter here. Reason for that, the lower share size, because the market is still going to get one more news at 10 o'clock. Right, so be careful with that one. But so far, this one looks nice, and my GM just arrived at the moment. It does not mean it's not going to pull back. Okay. NVIDIA still doesn't move lower. Tesla, beautiful if you took it under the lows. I was a bit slow with that Tesla trade. Just watching the rest quickly, like Microsoft and the others. All right, guys, I think this GM is going to be out soon. So let's just check Microsoft here. First of all, Microsoft, nice touch on the VWAP. So okay, guys, I'm out of GM. So only one small winner for today, which is not bad. If you were with me, then please just know that I am out on this one. Okay, next one, I'm watching Microsoft. Meta, it's very strong. So if the market is going to make a U-turn, I'm going to watch it for a nice reversal here. Let me just check Amazon. Amazon the same like Microsoft as I see Google. Okay. Google beautiful reversal here. Checking PLTR2, Palantir, as it's going to have a nice, hopefully a nice earnings, but I don't know after market close. Indeed. Palantir doesn't look that good. Interesting. Coin reversed as I see. Okay, guys, if you have any ideas for a trade, please just let me know. Market is still under a bearish pressure for sure, a selling pressure. NVDA is in, by the way, and I would like to see 50 cents on the NVDA. So come on, NVDA. Alamo, I don't know if you did enter the trade or not. Okay. Triple Q new low. Oh, I don't know, D King, if you are around, but I completely forgot TQQQ today. How could I make that? That's not good. Usually I really like this TQQQ thing. Okay. Come on, NVDA. Go with the flow, please. You are in NVDA. Okay. All right, traders. So if you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. So far, it seems like that the market is breaking down. But I must tell you that at 10 o'clock the news can change things here, so let's just be extra careful. That's why I took this NVDA trade only with a half share size there. All right, actually Microsoft looks interesting for a short as well. MSFT looks like a beautiful intraday breakdown under 411 and 30. I like it. So this is going to be my next short here. MSFT under 411 and 30, and the stop loss, it's over this consolidation high, which is 412 and 80. 412 and 80, which means it's a $1.50 stop, traders. Let's be careful with that. Bit lower share size again. I just don't like this market too much. Like, okay, finally we broke down. PLTR. Meta, it's very strong. So if we will see a quite of a reversal here on the market, Meta is going to be on my list of the longs. But at the moment with this market, which is just breaking down 513, just touched with the triple Q, I'm still a bit careful here. Oh, DVG shorting Meta, I've just seen that, 692. Wow, okay. NVDA, this is not the right direction. Come on. Bitcoin is moving back a little bit. Amazon looks like it's an inverted cup and handle here. And we still have 5 minutes till the news, traders. And as the first news were not the best, let's see what's going to happen, because the first news of the manufacturing, I'm just looking at it. The final manufacturing PMI, actually it was better than expected, but here comes the ISM manufacturing PMI prices and the construction spending. So this can be an interesting one, so be careful with that one. Only some minutes to go. So far, only a small winner. Market is acting quite interesting, like pushing lower, but as I've told you, lower share sizes because it can be tricky. And as you can see, my NVDA, unfortunately, is just not going to the right direction. On the NVDA, I'm going to be out over for 414 and 50. 414 and 50 for sure. Okay, let's see the rest of the semicon stocks because it seems like that they are really fighting today. Instead of giving up, they are just rather fighting. SMCI is down. MU, phew, NVDA, it is a loser, unfortunately. Not good. So it seems like that the semicon stocks are not suffering on that tariffs news at the moment, not even Meta. So these I'm going to watch definitely to the long side. Amazon interesting on the VWAP too. Microsoft, I still like this consolidation. SPY triple Q trying to make a bounce here. Okay. Market is starting to behave a little bit hectic here. I think first of all, traders, not just because of the news, but you know, Mondays, we have this first 30 minutes of without usually a market direction, or even if we have a market direction, after the certain first 30 minutes, it tends to turn. So let's be careful and watch what is going to be the decision for the market for today. All right, traders, so here comes the market news soon in 2 minutes. Amir likes MU to the long side, by the way. I like it too, but first we need a nice setup for that. Overall market is just on a decision point to continue lower or to make a reversal here. I must tell you, Bitcoin is breaking out in the meantime. So I'm just checking coin here. It looks like as a great comeback. NVDA, instead of moving lower, is just moving higher, which is surprising because NVDA was one of the weakest nowadays. Now seems like it's making a nice comeback there. Okay, SPY triple Q still consolidating, but might ready to pull back. I'm still watching even this time here. And I'm just going to watch actually or check, as I mentioned you, the gainers and losers list, because most of the big stocks just not taking the decision here to move higher or lower. Let's be careful on that one. I mean, like some VDA rather to the upside too. Which one is the weakest on my list? Tesla. NVIDIA is very weak too. Microsoft. Okay, traders, Microsoft, beautiful. I'm just going to take a partial soon as we entered here. 411, 49 was my entry, so around 411 I want to take the partial, which already done it. And the news out, so the market moved lower again. NVIDIA does not care. Okay, traders, here is our Microsoft. I'm ready to take a quick scalp here. SPY triple Q moved lower on the manufacturing prices. And I'm going to move my stop loss to 411.60. Okay. 411.60 here. Market is still very hectic indeed. Nice move to the downside on Amazon and Microsoft. Okay, traders, finally 411, it's here. I like it. I'm just taking my partial now. Took Microsoft. Actually, 80% is off now. 80% is off, and I'm going to move my stop loss just 10 cents over the entry on the last 20% of the share size. And as I see, even the ISM manufacturing PMI prices are higher and the construction spending as well. But seems like, oh, beautiful Microsoft. Okay, I'm going to be ready to take my second partial around 410 traders, and this is going to work out as a beautiful big winner here. If sorry, if it's going to be continued. Thank you. So two winners, one loser for today. Alamu, sorry for that NVDA. It looked so nice, actually. It looked really, really nice. Really nice indeed. Shame on you, NVDA. Oh, and it's my bad. I wrote the Microsoft in and I forgot to click on the send. Sorry. I still I still need to get used to this YouTube channel. Sorry for that, really. I'm going to be better tomorrow, I promise. Yeah, I still get to get used to this as well. Okay, beautiful. Sorry for that, guys. Sorry. Microsoft, anyway, I'm just taking my second partial here. I really, really like this nice move there. And I'm going to move my stop loss over 411. I just took my second partial now, half of my remaining share size bought back. And I'm going to move my stop loss. It's a very small stayed in over, let's go for 11, just okay, like that. Okay, all right, now let's see what else here. TQQQ, unfortunately I just missed it. Dicking, if you are around, please from tomorrow on warn me if I forgot the TQQQ. Also, I must tell you, I could not see now a very nice setup. Maybe the break under the low of the day, but not bad. All right, traders. So far, market seems like it did just choose a direction. Also, again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's going to be the direction still for the day. Reason for that it was quite of a hectic and big move to the downside in the pre-market as well. So what I feel on the markets, it's a quite distracted markets at the moment. Nice continuation finally, but as I've told you, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on the sudden reversals, which can be quite of annoying. Okay. Ooh. Looks like Amir was not lucky with that VDA either because he just bought it over 115 and look at that, it's just going down now. Crazy. All right, traders, so please be careful on the Microsoft. Over 411, I'm going to be out with the rest of the stocks, but I just give the chance. I just do give the chance for this stock to continue. If I'm just checking the triple Q now and the SPY, we can just check it together. Actually, I just switch off my mouse trading on the TEFS platform, not to buy it by accident. So S&P 500 at the moment is, oh wow, this 590 area. Do you remember I just mentioned that level in the preparation session? Nice, D King. Happy to see you here. Actually, yeah, I forgot the TQQQ. You see, you were not around and I forgot it. But two winners, one loser for today. Not the best market so far, quite hectic. After some red candles, it just makes a sudden U-turn reversal. So we should be really careful with that. I know, don't worry. And actually, I still need to get used to this YouTube platform too. What did you do? What did you do to the market? It was not me. Come on, it was Trump. It was not me. Yeah, hectic, really, really ugly start. You see, last week, Monday was the same. Today, it's another crazy start of the day. Seems like it's a new normal, hmm? Okay, guys, so if you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. I still keep my last shares on the Microsoft. The stop loss is going to be over 411, and I'm wondering whether the SPY and triple Q going to continue lower. Amazon on the lows too. Coin is not moving too much actually, as I've seen the Bitcoin is still trying to make a reversal here. And might you are wondering why the the market is moving lower on good news on the manufacturing, construction spending, and so on. Reason why the market might it's moving actually lower on good news because it can, just influence the Fed really to stay with the higher rates longer because the economy does not need the support. So this can be one of the reasons why the market is selling off on the quite of better economic news than moving rather higher. 590, as I mentioned you on the SPY, I'm going to watch it like a hawk because if it's going to be broken, I think this can trigger a quite of a nasty move to the downside. Also, as I see, the Bitcoin is just making a bull flag, guys. Bitcoin is making a bull flag. That means that Bitcoin related stocks can be on our watch list for a reversal there. Okay, this is what I'm watching. At the moment, I must tell you, I cannot see any other great setup. 3 trades already. Of course, I'm still watching it. Meta just broke down. This was in my mind to take this intraday breakout under this 688, but I was just afraid a bit from this meta. Reason for that, you see how strong it's just behaved until the market just slipped down. It was just moving higher and higher. So this is quite interesting. Amir still likes this MU. Is going to buy it or adding over 90. Thinks MU is going to get back. I'm going to think on the NVDA long actually, if the things are getting to the stronger side. But at the moment, the SPY is still just making a consolidation there. All right, traders. So everything is under the VWAP on the lows. Look at that. Everything is just moving higher, especially Amir's MU. Scott is still holding his short from the General Motors from the morning, as I see. He's going to be out soon. Even the General Motors, it's just moving back. So might that mean that it was really an overreaction on the market? No new calls from the main room either. Sorry. Okay. Microsoft is still okay. If it's breaking 410, that looks like as a nice continuation, and the market is still undecided. But what I can see now, at least on the 1 minute candles, it's a nice lower high, lower lows. So let's see if it does continue. I mean, watching RGTI, by the way, as well. Look at this. Amazon is moving lower now. This TQQQ. Really like that TQQQ, guys. Still going to watch it here on the lows. 77.60. Just for a scalp. It looks so nice. What do you think, the king? 77.60 on the TQQQ. Actually, 65 can be good. At this time, I make it sure that I'm really sending it, even if my voice is starting to disappear here. Okay, come on, TQQQ, triple Q, it's very much on the lows. My entry is going to be 63 traders, okay? I'm going to enter a little bit lower. I'm always entering 2-3 cents under what I call the trade. So in this case, I'm going to enter 62. 77.62 is going to be my entry here, okay? Yeah, me too. You just need the market to break down. If you take the SPY, look at the SPY, it looks weak. Triple Q looks weak. Even Meta continues lower. Amazon, it's a bear flag. The only thing which it makes me a little bit nervous is the Bitcoin. That Bitcoin, it wants to make this break higher, which I don't want to see that actually. Okay, I am not in yet. 62, it's my exact entry on the TQQQ. SPY triple Q on the lows. MU is still strong, and actually, surprisingly, even NVDA. What AVGO is doing? Wondering. Semicons are quite strong. Going to watch them here. Okay. So this can be another make or break moment for the market to continue the whole thing lower, or this is the day, or this is the time to make a reversal. It's the big question for it. Okay, so our entry on the TQQQ hanging on a thread like the low of the triple Q2. Looking interesting. Come on, bears. Get out from your cave. Spring is coming. Trump is here. What else do we need? Okay, still no entry. I want to see a 40 cents trade or a 20 cents scalp. Nice breakdown. I'm in, of course. Let's go for 77.40. Nice move. Okay. Come on, triple Q, don't give up. You can touch 510 today. Right? Amazon looks like as a breakdown. Microsoft broke 410. I'm just going to move my stop loss to 410.60 traders, 410 and 60 stop loss on the Microsoft, but I'm not going to do anything else. Okay? I mean, I don't have too much more shares to take another partial here. Yeah, the king, that would be great. Okay, so SPY triple Q started to move lower. Also, this breakdown is not quite strong yet, unfortunately. SPY on the 591. level. Triple Q5 1130s now. How about Tesla? Wow, Tesla was a big miss on my side for today. That's a fight, guys. That's a real fight now on the lows. I feel like if it's going to break down, that can be a really, really nice mover. I mean, the market itself. Look at Amazon. Look at the Microsoft. Crazy. Ah, still the bulls are around, indeed. Tesla, it's on the lows. Amazon on the lows, not even mention or great. Microsoft here, 409 broken. 409.80 is going to be my stop loss. Okay, traders, here is the partialing point. Very good. Thank you, TQQQ. I'm just taking 75% on TQQQ. Sorry, that was a quick one. Here we are. This is just coming back on the TQQQ. And I'm going to put my stop loss to 65, 78, and 65. 77, 65, sorry, it's my bad. Seems like today it's rather kind of a scalping day. Until it's green, it's okay. I prefer the nice stretching trades like Microsoft. This is a quite of a nice trade actually. Okay, traders, if you missed the partialing point, here it is again. So TQQQ 75% off. Stop loss 77.65, 77.65. Beautiful, thank you. And the Microsoft is really growing. These are my favorite trades actually when it's growing. Like that's why I've told you that I miss the Tesla, but at least not the Microsoft. Okay, so 75% off. Hard stop loss on the TQQQ is going to be 77.65. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Traders, almost 1 hour went by. How is your day? If you want to share, of course, it's not a must. And of course, if you have any questions, please just let me know. I have my email here. And again, if you have not touched the button yet, no blame on you at all. Crazy day. It took off for a while until it just chosen a direction. I'm in the market. And now it's just finally continues. Small green for you, very nicely. And you know what? Your semicons swings are not doing that bad. I mean, Nvidia at least did not go or did not continue. I know it's still not the best for you with the swings, but hopefully they're going to recover. Okay, I'm happy for your small green. How about the others? If you would like to share, I'm more than happy to know about that. And of course, if you have any questions, any candidates on your list, please just let me know. Okay, in the chat, I'm always going to follow the chat. And if you have any questions, I can just answer to it. All right, traders, now I want to see this TQQQ finally to break down. If it's not going to happen now, as it is just making a quite of a nice consolidation here, I'm not going to give even 65, only 62. 62 was my entry. So I'm going to put my hard stop loss to 77.62. Microsoft going to be out traders 409.80, okay? 409.80, but so far a nice mover. Yes, you were out of the queue. Oh no, shoo. All right, before it dropped. Yeah, I know. Level 2, small green. Happy to hear that. Decking, small green. Did not feel the confident trading. I'm not blaming you, really. It's just like market is going, but so slow, quite of a slow market. Reason for that, as one of my really favorite trader in our trading room family, Linda used to say the market already uh, moved in the pre-market, and this is my feeling today. Also, at least we did get a continuation. Traders, Microsoft is out. Microsoft is out. Perfect by the book intraday breakout. I really like that trade, but it's out 409 and 80. Green NVDA and Tesla, yes, because you entered a bit earlier in NVDA, I think. Okay, traders, nice comeback. Wow, what is this move here? Come on. That's a big move now. That's a big move. Now let's see. NVIDIA over the high. Maybe. Ooh, that can be a trick as well and a trap. So be careful. Amir still likes the MU for a trade. Market is nicely moving back. What a nice comeback. That's crazy. Traders, actually NVIDIA looks nice over the high. NVIDIA looks interesting over the high, definitely. And I missed it, unfortunately. I still like this 115.50. Yep. It was a loss for you as well. I'm sorry to hear that. So 115.50 is going to be my entry on NVDA. Still a little bit lower share size traders, but this looks like as a very nice volume move. It's quite nice. SPY triple Q quite determined to go higher. So let's see. 115.50. I'm going to be in on NVDA. Yeah, NVDA, it's a tricky market, and yes, could definitely be a trap. Yeah, that's why I'm uh, bit on the cautious side, but this is a very impressive comeback, the king. That's why I just took a NVDA. NVDA, I going for 50 cents. Beautiful. Thank you, NVDA. Okay, 10 more cents to take a partial on the NVDA traders. 10 more cents to take a partial on the NVDA. Looks really good. And yes, it still can be a trap, but this is a very massive move. Maybe Trump just posted something, never know what's coming next on this crazy market. Okay, traders, NVDA, I'm just ready to take my partial there. Beautiful. 116, fantastic. 75% off NVDA. Stop loss on NVDA is going to be 115.50. 115.50. Thank you, NVDA. Really great move. 115.50. And the next partial is going to be just before 117. Next partial going to be just before 117. Stop loss on the entry, traders. Stop loss on the entry. Great, great, great. And yeah, maybe now we are going to move back. Anything can happen. Crazy market. Definitely we are not bored now. After this crazy reversal, I'm not bored for sure. Okay, so 115.50, it's my stop loss, 115.48. And let's see whether it can just climb to this 117 area. That would be great. TQQQ, of course, it's out on the entry. But let's see whether the NVDA can continue higher. Actually, I could cash in like a 60 cents, which is great because the original stop loss. Sometimes I do not have time traders to call for the original stop loss, but the stop loss it was around 114.70, 80, or one, yeah, 114.70, 80. And now both of the indices just touched the 100 EMA traders. And let's see whether it can go higher or it's going to make a reversal here. So whether the market is going to make the trick or continue with that one. DVG just posted AVGO over 219.70, but usually I don't even call his trades because he's always calling it too late. No, it's not that late yet. Also, AVGO, I would buy it just over the high now, which is 220.25. Lee, I know you like AVGO. Okay, guys, NVIDIA is still making a nice consolidation here, which means hopefully it's a bull flag. In this case, you know what? Might we can add to NVIDIA over 116.55, indeed. If you are the type of adding traders about adding to a trade, usually this is a lots of I get this question a lots of times when I'm making a mentoring, and I'm always telling to my traders, especially for the starter traders, it's not a must. I've started adding to my trades like when I was profitable for 2 or 3 years. First, you need to learn how to make the profit consistently with in, partials out. Okay, totally great. So I must tell you, sometimes it's not good if you, oh, I'm out of NVDA. Okay. It's not good to, just to get into a lots of things at the same time, like especially from the psychology side, adding to a trade can be quite of a two-edged sword on the psychology side. So with adding, be careful, please. All right. So far, traders already the Microsoft is a quite of a great trade on my side. One loser with the NVDA, but now I just get it back with one winner. So no complaints. Okay, and the SPY triple Q making a bull flag. It's like quite obvious now that this is a bull flag, but now we need a new daily break to see a continuation here. Okay, and here comes the break. Wow, we can just flip the coin on the TQQQ. Looks like. Let me just check the news here. What happened on this market suddenly from red to green almost? We are still far away from the green, but you know what I mean. Quite of a nice pullback here. It's not Bostich because Bostich going to speak at 12:30, and I don't think so he will have such a big influence on the market. Cannot see anything here, indeed. Interesting change on the market, but I agree with Dicking. Might this is going to be a trick here. Also, again, this looks like as a bull flag at the moment, at least. Even Tesla is back, surprisingly. Now comes a small pullback, maybe. Okay, Amazon back to the VWAP 2. Right, let me just check Microsoft. How is it behaving at the moment? Interesting. Everything looks like now as a bull flag. But first, I need to see the market to break. because I'm still not sure it's going to happen after such a hectic start of the week. Okay, SPY just broke. Let's see if it can continue at all. Amir is telling that he was rather bullish today. Ah, I see the news traders. I just found it, and even in the master room, they just posted that it was a breaking news from the Mexican president of Mexico, Sheinbaum. He just told the tariffs delayed for a month. So this is the trick in the market direction, traders. News-driven change in the direction, actually. Yes, level 2, thank you for the backup, exactly. So this is the big news regarding the market, which seems like it was enough for the overall market to make a change there. That's actually interesting. That means that it's going to be a really bullish sign for the market. And traders, in this case, I'm going to watch this meta here. SPY did break already, but could not continue. So I'm going to be extra careful here, traders. But if you see something really interesting and nice, please just let me know. Meta, it's a bit hectic here. Overall market, it is too, no doubt. Now let's see whether it's enough for the market to completely change this direction. It looks like it did change, but as I've told you, we need a continuation now. It's for sure. Meta does continue. Nice continuation on the NVDA. Traders, if you are still holding NVDA, 117 would be my next partial there. Yes, me too, Dicking, me too, because actually this is already the fifth or sixth trial from the market to break the daily highs, and it always gets a small pullback. Like look at Amazon, how much is just fighting on that weave up too. Now seems like this is the break. 597 should be broken by the SPY. 518 with the triple Q. Let's see if we will get it. Tesla is breaking higher too. Nice comeback on the Tesla. NVDA, beautiful traders. So if you are still holding the NVDA, you're not that you did not put your stop loss too much down, like me. I mean higher, not even down. And you still can keep it, which means my second partial should be around 117, and the market still looks tricky. Still looks tricky several times to try to this break. It always got some candle wicks there, like sellers pushing back, but still looks strong. And the Dow is almost onto the green side. Amazing big comeback for the market. And this little news was enough. Amazing. That's amazing. NVIDIA beautiful. This is the second partial. If you cap to the trade, looks nice. And the market still has not broken yet. And it's still pushing higher. Amazing. Here is the second partial NVDA if you kept the last shares here. And I would move my stop loss now to 115.50 for sure. Like to the entry, market is moving back a little bit. But again, they are pushing higher. Such a interesting battle to watch it here with the buyers, sellers. Okay, Amazon could not make the break as I see. Market small pullback, but still again, no decision. Just watching the rest of the semiconductor stocks. And again, as I've told you, this gainers losers list can be a quite of great help here when we cannot find anything. TSM, Lee, your TSM is just making a very nice comeback there. Hmm? I am going to switch my time here to the 5-minute candles. Even 2-minute can work very nicely, but usually I change it to the 5 minutes or the 2 minutes. Now I'm going to make a 5 minutes change. Meta still consolidating nicely. Market, not too much here. ADGO still looks great for continuation over this 230. Market in the meantime, still no decision. As I've told you, we need to break the highs for that for sure. Maybe thinking it's a trick. I don't know yet. Your chips are starting to climb. Happy to hear. Lee? No, they are holding nicely above this 100 EMA regarding this market trick, actually. So until both of the indices are over the 100 EMA and still forming this consolidation bull flag kind of thing, it's completely okay. But again, it can just fail at any time. But so far, an impressive push from the bulls. There is no doubt. In case if we do break down, I'm watching the 79.40s on the TQQQ, maybe 79.70 even, or break over the high if we want to play the market itself. It can be interesting. DSM climbing higher very nicely, but no entry point there. Amazon undecidable. Let me just check this. Microsoft here, maybe instead of the Tesla. Microsoft is making a pullback. That was as an interesting news, definitely. I was not expecting that, but I think this is the main reason of that news lately. Meta still looks strong, but too many green candles in a row now. DSM is still pushing higher. Market again. Waiting for another news. Market is just waiting for another news, traders. Seems like. But the 100 EMA is still acting like a kind of a strong support. Amir likes DJT scalp to the upside in the meantime. Actually, DJT doesn't look bad to the upside. And look at that market just made the decision here, as I see. Big move to the upside again on the market. Market is acting really crazy there. At the moment, I'm just watching what is happening here. Big pullback so far. No idea what happened that time, Roger. At the moment, what changed the direction of the market? It was the news that the agreement between Trump and the Mexican president that they will just put on pause the tariffs for a month or delay. This was the big news there. But actually, nothing else. Since then, the market just made a complete U-turn and going higher. Amazing. So Roger, that was the trigger for the reversal, and seems like it does continue now. Just checking SMCI quickly. Wow, SMCI, that looks interesting. So big move on the SPY and the triple Q2. Also the next resistance on both of the indices, it's around number 600 on the SPY, 520 on the triple Q, by the way. NVIDIA is still pushing higher. TQQQ just broke out. How does MU look like? Market is moving higher at the meantime. Right, traders, watch out. Market just get quite hectic after this news. I don't like what I do see actually. If you take anything, it would be mainly only a quite of a scalp. Okay, you're welcome, Roger. I would expect a small pullback now on the market, latest on the 600 and the 520. But I would say again, it depends on the news. Might another news going to hit like, I don't know, tariffs between Canada and the US is going to be on pause. Who knows what's next? Tricky, tricky market full of news. No more economic news for today, only an FOMC member, Bostich, going to speak at 12:30, so it's in the middle of the lunchtime. So far, seems like that the market is acting like another bull flag here. And SPY is not far away to fill the gap. It's around 602, though. Still needs to go a little bit more there. But that's a pleasant surprise for the bulls. Seems like Amir likes this REBN too. This is the small, big mover from the pre-market. He just called it over 580. If you are interested in these lower price stocks, REBN. Again, on the market, I'm expecting a little pullback latest around $600 level. Wow, REBN, it's into play. I am not playing that stock. I'm a bit afraid of these lower price stocks. They can be quite hectic from time to time. Okay, SPY triple Q still making this consolidation, but under 518, the triple Q, it's going to be in trouble, and 597 is valid for the SPY as a small intraday support there. Tricky market so far, traders. Really, really tricky market, I must say. AVGO fill the gap. NVIDIA beautiful still looks like it's going to stretch higher. Overall market, as I mentioned you again, is just forming a consolidation, and I assume it's going to be another really a sudden quick jump or dump to break this consolidation. Uber is very strong. I just checking it now. Uber, I've seen. Too late, but on the Uber we can watch this interesting reversal around the 67, 50, 70. So I'm going to watch Uber traders, very nice and strong. Baba is very strong too. As I mentioned, you Meta definitely, but on the Meta as well, I would like to see a small pullback before market started to pull back a bit, not too much. And again, as I've told you, the 100 EMA is acting a quite really strong support, intraday support now. And the bulls are quite strong today after this news. As I see, more and more stocks are getting to the green side. Oracle is back to the green. Netflix is slightly green. Or Roblox green. BA 0.30% now. CVX, Disney going to get earnings this week. Traders. VIS. Market is still fighting in this consolidation at the moment. Cannot see any clear entry at the moment. I would like to see a small pullback and then to join on a reversal, or maybe this continuation pattern is still going to work for the overall market. Let's see. So far, it's still just in a consolidation phase. If we pull back, I would definitely watch NVIDIA for reversal, maybe Meta around the VWAP. MU doesn't look bad either on a reversal. But for that, as I've told you, we need to see the market first, which direction it's going to choose here. How Apple is moving. I have not watched Apple today. Usually I always do though. Ooh, look at the Apple inverted cup and handle reversal here. Market again pushing higher. Seems like this was a really good news for the market, guys. It's just making an incredible comeback. Thanks to the news that the tariffs just put on hold for a month at least between US and Mexico. If you see any nice setup, please just let me know. At the moment, I don't have anything which I would say that, yeah, this is the one which I would like to trade. I have a nice green day for today. I hope you too. Yeah, the King, I know, right? It's crazy. Listen, it's nothing new under the sun. Trump told he wants tariffs. Tariffs is here. But seems like even a little small good news, it just can change the things suddenly. I think there will be a decision soon. Traders on the market again. Let's be careful here. So far, still consolidation here. Again, I would be happy for small pullback because in this case, we could find some great reversals here. But so far, it's still this consolidation, which is on the way. Same long consolidation than before, and it just suddenly break out. As I've told you, 600 has not been touched yet, and not even the 520, so might we do continue again higher? I don't know. NVDA still looks like as a bull flag, quite of a nice bull flag indeed. So if you are still holding the trade, it still looks great for continuation, and my market is going to continue too. Let's see. Apple decking checking. The Apple, yeah, 22830. Yes, for me it's 22830, 33. There is this low of this small consolidation. Looks nice. In the case if we move lower with the market, that can be interesting. I agree, exactly. Because actually this one, if you just make the comparison to the NVDA chart, this definitely did not make such a big comeback. Even the Tesla made a nice comeback, or the Microsoft. Meta looks interesting too, like quite strong as well. Still strong. Market, nothing else, just before very strong consolidation and long at the moment. And it looks like it's gonna pull back. Yes, this is what I would be happy to see, a small pullback here, because in this case, like we can take some nice reversals there. But the market still no decision, like it's just hovering around this low of the consolidation at the moment, which just can change in 1 second. Really hectic market. And even the lunchtime is getting closer. Also seems like that might it's going to be an interesting lunchtime. This one for today. 517.80, 597 on the SPY. Now let's see whether we will see a pullback or a gap up or gap down or something like that. Gap down, not a continuation to the downside. But always when I'm watching it and waiting for a pullback, the bull's just arriving. So quite of a strong push from the bulls today. There is no doubt. And look at that again. Amazing. Now it's just making a pullback from the 20 EMA indeed. Meta breaking out, NVIDIA pulling back. But look at your call, Dicking. That was nice. Apple is making a nice move to the downside. Well done if you took it. But we need a continuation on that one. Guys, I don't think so I'm going to take another trade Every day I'm going to trade with you until 11 o'clock for the start. And later on, of course, we would like to extend these hours. The master room, of course, it's open all day. Usually they are trading the first 2 hours as well, and then there is a lunch time, and someone is coming back for the afternoon session from like 2 p.m. till 4 market time. And look at that, market is ready to break again. Amazing. Meta already broke. In this case, traders, NVIDIA can be a nice one over 117.80. As I've told you, I'm not going to trade it anymore. I'm just happy to my green trade for today. But um, but in this case, if the market is going to break out again and seems like also still no clear decision, then in this case, my NVIDIA over 118, rather the run number can be interesting. SPY triple Q still looks very strong. After a very weak start, beautiful comeback. But still no breakout. One green, one red, one green, one red. But Apple continues. Nice call, the king. SPY triple Q back to the daily highs, ready for a possible breakout. But the Apple, it's definitely pushing lower now. But Tesla, what a V-shaped reversal on the Tesla, amazing. Meta over the highs. Meta is ready to touch 700 again, guys. Crazy. Tesla breaking out. Overall market is again on the highs. Okay, big change compared to the start of the day. I was not expecting this big reversal on the market, thanks to the news, again on the tariffs. But don't forget that it can be another bad news as well, so please be careful. I know, King, I know. The gamble using. I know. To defeat that fear, it's not easy. I know. It took me some years. All right, traders. I hope you enjoyed today's trading. It was a really hectic day, not an easy start of the week. Please don't forget, if you even have not touched the button, you have not traded, you did not feel comfortable. When you are not feeling comfortable with the market environment, it's better just to observe and learn. I know it's very hard because actually there were some really great calls in the main room as well, as I've seen. Scott just called to 88 on the coin, by the way. Also, the overall market is quite tricky today. It's usual when we have such a big news uh, influence the market, and I assume that might is going to stay too. First of all, as you know, Trump is definitely likes surprise, like he likes surprise the markets, and as you can see, he does it from time to time, so let's just be careful. Plus, don't forget that this week is going to be still about earnings, plus economic events, and especially labor market news, okay? So tomorrow we are starting with the job openings. At the moment, traders market looks very strong, nice continuation to the upside. It's ready to break out again. So there is no doubt that a very nice pullback we have seen. Also, I'm not going to be surprised if suddenly it's going to pull back either because the threat is still here. So traders, I really enjoy trading with you as every day. I'm going to wait for you tomorrow as well. And please don't forget, if you have any questions regarding the TEFS packages, funded accounts, challenges, please just let me know. And as you can see, if you want to join to the funded accounts and to get into the master room with DVG, Scott, and Amir, you can just take participation in one of the higher funded accounts and you can have several months of subscriptions. So traders, enjoy your rest of the day. I wish you a beautiful green one at the end and see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.